Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be decorating the Mushroom Manor, the exterior and the interior main room. I'm completely redoing my Peaceful Meadow right now, which I'm really excited to share when it's finished, but this is the final location that I chose for the Mushroom Manor. I'm putting it in the Peaceful Meadow, mainly because I think that the grass matches perfectly in the Peaceful Meadow, and it just kind of goes really nicely with that cottage vibe that I'm putting in my new Peaceful Meadow. So I'm starting off by just putting down my pathing. I decided to use the sun-baked path again because it matches the pathing that is on the actual house skin itself. And I have it just kind of coming off of this main pathway that I created right here. The goal is to make it look very rustic, cottagecore, those sorts of aesthetics. That's what I'm going for this build, as well as just my new Peaceful Meadow altogether. I want it to be a lot more simple, I guess, than some of my other builds. I'm really going for like a less is more approach in my Peaceful Meadow. One thing that I'm like very much struggling with, I don't want to say struggling, but one thing that I'm very much, let's say, cognizant of is not using too many trees. I tend to just go overboard on the trees. If you've seen my Forest of Valor, it's literally just completely covered in trees. But for this Peaceful Meadow, I'm trying to really lean in on the meadow aspect of it and keep it from being too overrun with trees and having a lot of open air sort of vibe. Here I'm just kind of working now on the little backyard or side yard area and the pathing that leads up into that. I'm sort of alternating the sun-baked path with the one that has the border around it just to kind of break up the path a little bit and create some visual interest. I was going back and forth on this because I wanted it to look kind of windy. I wanted it to look kind of natural and thin, so that's why I have those like thick spots and thin spots in the pathway. I'm laying down some rock here. Eventually, this rock will kind of cover most of the pathing that I have in the Peaceful Meadow, but I did start setting it out here because I just wanted to get an idea of how it would look up against the mushroom house. Then there was a lot of fiddling around trying to get all of the bushes and the pumpkins and the little things looking just how I want them to look. I am so excited for multiplayer. I feel like it's coming up so soon. Time is literally just flying. I have this goal that I want to get all of my valley done, except for the Frosted Heights. I'm going to wait on that one, but I want to get all of my valley done by the time multiplayer starts. I still have a long way to go because I'm only about halfway done with my Peaceful Meadow, and then I also need to do the Forgotten Lands. So I definitely have my work cut out for me if that's what I actually want to do, but we will see. So there is the exterior of my house. I may choose to do a few more little tweaks and such to it as I finish up the rest of the Peaceful Meadow, but I really love the simplicity. I love how calming it feels to be here. I would absolutely love to live in this space. Okay, and now for the interior. I definitely wanted this to look very cottagey. I wanted it to look very natural, lots of nature elements, and I also wanted it to look a little bit maybe haphazard or kind of messy or cluttered. I just feel like that fits kind of with the vibe. So I'm using that tree fireplace and putting out a lot of crates and barrels and things like that. And then of course using one of my favorite items, which is those vines that hang from the ceiling, and putting them all around on the ceiling wherever I could. I absolutely love these leaf rugs. That is a pretty recent item for me and I'm obsessed. I really think that they add a lot. But honestly, I feel like overall the rug choices in this game are severely lacking, and I hope that that's something that we get more of as time goes on. I'm using these Arundel pieces for the kitchen. I absolutely love the way that they look. They are so freaking cute. And then I put a little open book by the fireplace so that someone could read. Again, I was going for very cluttery. So we've got lots of stuff on the walls, especially in the kitchen, lots of little items and stuff hanging around. A bit of a mismatch of chairs and table, as if it was something that just the owner of this cottage just collected over time. I really wanted to fit the Gaston chair in here, but I just ended up not really liking how it looks. Still have not yet found a good use for the Gaston chair, but I will one day. Maybe when we have Gaston, I can give it to him somehow. The leaf rugs are so freaking cute, and I feel like they match this mushroom house aesthetic that I was going for so well. Here's where I decided to change out the couch. I forgot that I had this green one and I love it so much. These tree trunk columns are to die for, and I definitely think that they make it look so natural and woodsy in here. Just perfection. I love them so much. Lay make a build without covering it in books challenge. I will never win that. I decided to put these old covered mirrors down here behind the barrels to make it look very, like, again, haphazard and cluttered. Like the person who lives here has lived here forever and they've accumulated so much junk, and it's a small space so they don't have a lot of places to put it, and so they just kind of pile stuff up wherever they can. Adding another tree column, I think it just makes it look so interesting in this space. And there you have it. There is my Mushroom Manor natural, rustic, cluttered cottage. I had a lot of fun building this, and I hope it gave you some inspiration for your own builds. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here so much. Don't forget that you can join my Discord. My Discord has a very bumpin' DDV community. We talk about it in there all the time. We help each other out. You can also follow me on Twitch, where I stream Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I would love to see you over there as well. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Do something cozy today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.